Welcome back to Tiny Track Cars. Today we have a special mini Formula One tournament, and yes, it's across both of the tracks here at Tiny Track Cars, the Big O and the Open Circuit. 6 teams, 6 drivers will face off in 12 races across 2 tracks. We're going to start off with the Big O. And yes, all 6 drivers are racing in every single race. It's Max Verstappen in the pole position, Pierre Gasly to his right, Oliver Bierman right behind, and Hulkenberg bringing up the inside of that inside back lane. It's race number 1. We already have some crazy action, a battle up front between Verstappen and Gasly. Gasly takes the lead. Verstappen falls back and puts a block on Oliver Bierman. Says, you cannot get by me, I am a better driver, and I'm not going to let you by no matter what, even if you're faster, in perfect Max Verstappen fashion. It's Gasly across the finish line first, and the rest of the pack comes flying across all together, piled up. Last place goes to Hulkenberg, then Norris, working from back to front. They are going to rotate 1 position clockwise. It's Oliver Bierman out front in the pole position. Verstappen slides to the right. Hulkenberg on the inside. Lando Norris also on the inside. We took a vote in our Instagram account of which driver was going to drive for each of these teams, and the ones I'm announcing are obviously the clear winners here in this race. It is Bierman, Hulkenberg, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and last but not least, Pierre Gasly. All right, it's Oliver Bierman out front with 10 points, followed right behind by Pierre Gasly. They're going to rotate 1 position clockwise again. Rolling start here in the Big O. They do 2 laps every single heat. It's Mr. Hulkenberg out in the front pole position. Nico has looked good thus far, but it's Lando Norris right in his tail. McLarens have looked good all season long. He crashes into the front of Hulkenberg as Hulkenberg spins around, but here comes Carlos Sainz right behind in the 3rd place position. Will he be able to capitalize on the collision between Hulkenberg and Lando Norris? Here comes Sainz sliding sideways, trying to push through Hulkenberg, giving Norris a little push, and Nico Hulkenberg is able to hold on to it and take 1st place. And last, across the finish line, we have Verstappen and Gasly battling out. I think Verstappen did take that one by a little bit, and yes, the points do verify that Max Verstappen took 5th place and Pierre Gasly took 6th place. As you know, Team McLaren has been dominating the Formula One circuit this year, but folks, this is Diecast, and they don't have engines, and heck, these really don't even have any drivers. Just some gravity, and Pierre Gasly on the inside makes a move on Carlos Sainz. What a move! I don't know what Sainz was thinking. Maybe he just knows he's the slower driver, moves over to the side, which maybe isn't really true in real life, but in this case, he is the slower driver. And now Gasly's taking a run at Lando Norris. Oh, look at the drafting going on between all 4 of those drivers. Across the finish, and they go. It's Gasly on the outside, takes the win. What a finish! A double pass by Pierre Gasly to take the win in race number 4. Wow, 16 points tied for first with Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly. That's the kind of racing we like to see here in the Big O. Williams Racing takes the pole position. It's Carlos Sainz's chance to put some points on the board. Lando Norris and McLaren on the outside. Alpine and Pierre Gasly in the 2nd place inside position right there. It's Lando Norris and Hulkenberg that slide in the 3rd and 4th place position, but oh no! Lando Norris loses control, and we have a little bit of pileup. Bierman is able to get by Hulkenberg, but Hulkenberg's going to fight back. He has the car straightened back around. Is he going to be able to retake his position? But the real race is out front, folks. We don't even see those drivers. Who is out there in front leading the pack? I think it's Carlos Sainz representing for Team Williams Racing, and man, they are looking good. I've actually been cheering those 2 on. And by 2, I mean Albon and Sainz, because Williams Racing boys, they gotta get them. They gotta get after them, you know? Gotta root for the underdog a little bit sometimes. All right, going into the 4th and final race, Pierre Gasly leads with 22 points. Lando Norris bringing up the 2nd place with 20. Still anyone's game. These points will roll over into the 6 races on the open circuit. It's Pierre Gasly now in the pole position. Despite being in the 1st place position, he is out in the pole spot right now, and his is opportunity to put 6 more points on the board. And Carlos Sainz is going to take the inside on him. Sainz drafting, a little bit of dirty air there for Sainz. He's in the DRS zone. He opens the DRS, and no, he does not get by Pierre Gasly in the 6th and final race. Pierre Gasly will take 6 more points, and as we look at the leaderboard going into the 2nd track, Pierre Gasly with 28 points, and then Lando Norris with 24, Carlos Sainz with 23, Oliver Bierman with 20, Nico Hulkenberg with 18, and Max Verstappen down there in 13 points. All right, Lando Norris takes the pole position, which is the left outside lane. Max Verstappen on the inside. They run 6 laps again, rotating 1 position each and every lap. Carlos Sainz right in the tail of Lando Norris, but the real action is in the back. There is all sorts of stuff happening. People are piled up. Nico Hülkenberg comes out ahead of that big cluster bomb right there in the back. But it's Lando Norris taking 6 points, and he's going to need it because he's got to catch up to Pierre Gasly for the championship of these 2 races. Carlos Sainz slides over there in the pole position on that left-hand outside. Nico Hülkenberg right behind him. Oliver Bierman bringing up the back. Down they go. There is no jump in the track this time because this is Formula 1 and we do not want to see these cars jump. Nico Hülkenberg takes the inside on Lando Norris. Let's watch that move again. Carlos Sainz takes the outside. Lando decides to follow and Hülkenberg slides on the inside in a little bit of a dirty move. There's some contact between those 2 cars, but everyone looks clean. No damage was done to those 2 cars. No penalties, says the FIA. There's no penalties in this. This is no rules racing, which should benefit Max Verstappen because he is all over the place. But in here, he's just slow. Maybe when there's rules, he doesn't follow them, and when there isn't rules, he doesn't know what to do, so he just goes slow. Nico Hülkenberg out front, spinning around backwards. Carlos Sainz looking him dead in the eyes as they go down in the last turn. In reverse, Hülkenberg takes 6 points in the win, and there's a battle in the back between Gasly and Verstappen. Again, they really like to battle in the back for 5th and 6th place, but again, Verstappen takes the win. Pierre Gasly leading after the first 6 races on the Big O. He is going to need to step it up if he wants to win this overall championship between these 2 tracks right here at Tiny Track Cars. Nico Hülkenberg out front again. Carlos Sainz bringing up the rear. It seems like Nico Hülkenberg is actually flying out there despite being not as fast on the Big O. He is extra fast here on the open circuit. He is out front with 21 points, followed by Carlos Sainz with 20 and Lando Norris right there. Not out of it yet. He can still come back. All right, Nico Hülkenberg, who is out front in points, slides to the 2nd row on the right-hand side there. Oliver Bierman takes the inside on Pierre Gasly. They are single file down in the last turn they go. Anything can happen. Looks like they are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lando Norris bringing up the rear, and those cars are essentially glued to each other, folks. As we go into the 6th and final race, it's still Hülkenberg out front with 25 points. But who knows what's going to happen when we add the open circuit points to the points from the Big O. Anyone can win this tournament. And if there's a tie, there's a tie. We're going to move on to the next event. All right, Pierre Gasly showing his speed out front. Oliver Bierman catching up like Gasly's standing still. And it's Carlos Sainz struggling a little bit to get around that last turn. And oh my gosh, 27 points for Hülkenberg, 24 for Bierman and Sainz, and then Norris, Verstappen, and Gasly coming in. And after we've totaled up the points, Carlos Sainz's performance here on the open circuit moves him up to 1st place with 47 points. Pierre Gasly, 46, Hülkenberg, 45. These scores could not be any closer, folks, except for Max Verstappen. But all that matters is Carlos Sainz and Team Williams Racing takes the win in this dual track tournament here at Tiny Track Cars. Thanks so much for watching Tiny Track Cars. We appreciate you being here. If you want to watch more of our videos, click that button right in the middle of the screen. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.